Good morning guys, welcome to day 3 on the Rotweinwanderweg. Final day. Let's see if we are going to make it. We are a little bit further up on the trail than where we ended yesterday. We had to get a little bit into the swing, if I can call it like that, because my calves hurt like crazy. I don't know why, because it has been ages that I had muscle aches. I have 2 blisters from yesterday that were on a spot that were very hard to treat. Just a sec, there's a car coming. Those blisters are both on a spot that are practically impossible to tape. So it has been a bit of a struggle yesterday evening to walk around in our vacation home. We went out for dinner, which was great, by the way. It's typical German food. I really love it. So yeah, today we are going for the 3rd day, last day, and hopefully we're going to make it to the end point in Bad Bodendorf. The weather is okay, it's not that warm today, and it is a little bit raining, but that means that we had it all this weekend. Sun, fog, rain. The only thing we are missing is snow, but that's not gonna happen. So that's for now. Let's start day 3 on the Rotweinwanderweg. Let's go. Coming, buddy. Although it's not a look into the valley, it's still pretty cool. Yeah, well, if there are mountains involved, then it's cool for me anyway. When you are doing a longer hike, there are always some small sections that you think, well, this is not so excited. Well, this is one of those sections of the trail for us. We're going underneath the highway over there. That's the highway. And as you can see, no views. And on this side, there's only farmland. But you should always keep in mind that that is never for long. And I know that when we are a little bit further on the trail, there still will be some pretty nice section. So yeah, you always have to go through that. I also had that on the Gendarmstein trail. There were always some sections, but you always have to keep in mind that that is part of a longer hike. And yeah, just embrace it. How somebody says, embrace the suck and it will always get better. See that little chapel over there? That must be a pretty cool view. We are overlooking here the village of Heppingen. And there you can see the bridge we just went under. Oh my God. Look at those steps. Let me zoom in. Oh boy. Okay, here we go. That was a good early morning exercise. Whew. And Ravi does it so easily, like it's nothing. But that was steep. I think this is a nice place for a short snack break. I had to stop anyway because the homeowner of the apartment that we had booked just called. We weren't able to meet her because she is having a medical treatment at the moment, so she couldn't welcome us personally, but she called if everything was fine. So that's really nice when her homeowner gives those little personal touches to a stay. As you can see, we are back in the beautiful views again and around halfway for today. Here behind me you just saw a view over the village of Heimersheim. And that means, yeah, halfway by today. I think we're going to make it. We haven't seen it in a while, but down there in the valley is the River Aar again. Good to see you again. Although, yeah, it feels a bit weird. It's mixed feelings when you see a river like that, because now it is such a beautiful and peaceful little river. And then you think back of 2.5 years ago and the kind of damage that little thing has made happen here. Yeah. But now it is back again to his cute little self. if I'm taking a look at the elevation profile on my... Ravi, what are you doing? On the elevation profile of the map, this should be the final climb up. And down there, I don't know if you can see it, but you can see the first glimpse of Bad Bodendorf. So, last climb of the Rotweinwanderweg. Let's conquer it. Well, okay, that was overkill. It's not that steep anymore. But it's the final one, so it is a special one. Come on. Well, we are not there yet, but I think that we are pretty far enough into the hike to give a little bit of a recap of the trail, sort of my review about it. I'm so happy that I did this trail. Like I mentioned in my first video in Altenach, it was on my list for so long, and 3 times a charm, it did work out. So that was pretty cool. Today, was it a cool addition to the trail? I don't know. I think if they will keep the Rotweinwanderweg starting in Altenach, ending in Bad Neuenahr-Ahrweiler, I think you will have a true beauty of a trail. Today wasn't bad, don't understand me wrong, but if you compare it to especially day 1, when you start there at Burg Are and you have those magnificent views over the valley, and the valley is way more picturesque over there because it is much more narrow. You see the river Ahr much better. So yeah, that is a true beauty. And that's also my favorite trail day, the first day, in regards to everything. That day was so perfect. The weather, the trail, the views, that was spot on my favorite day of this weekend. Yesterday and today, they were not bad days, they were beautiful as well. This whole trail is a true dream to hike. But like I said, I think that this last section that we did today isn't really adding something. It was not the most spectacular part. The valley here is much more wider, so not that picturesque anymore. The mountains aren't that high anymore. So yeah, definitely the beginning of this trail is the most beautiful one. So if you would like to keep the best for last and you would like to hike this trail, I would recommend to start hiking it in the other direction than as we did. So that you start at Bad Bodendorf and hiking your way to Altenach. I think then you will have a true beauty of a trail. But I'm so happy that we have finally been able to do it. And then you might say, well, doing 40 kilometers in 3 days, isn't that a bit of a joke? But if you keep in mind that at the beginning of this year, because of my PTSD injury, I wasn't even able to hike 5 kilometers. So yeah, with the right therapy from my pediatrist and podiatrist and building up slowly, then now being able to hike 40 kilometers, although it is divided into 3 sections, yeah, that gives me a pretty good feeling. And then I think that I did pretty well in regards to my injury too, and that I think that I'm fully recovered of it by now. The muscle aches that I mentioned earlier in this video are actually doing well. The blisters, well, one of them has filled up with fluid again, but I absolutely was not willing to give up today. I really wanted to complete this trail. It was on my list for way too long to now say that close to the end, I'm quitting, and I'm glad that I didn't. So yeah, 3 thumbs up, although I only have 2 for the Rotweinwanderweg. This beautiful valley of this Aartal. It is a dream. Now we are going to continue the last section down to Bad Bodendorf, where we will see the official finish point or starting point, depending on which direction you are going to hike it, of the Rotweinwanderweg. See you there. If you go down here, you can make a little detour of the Rotweinwanderweg down to the truffle trail, and it is a so-called leerpad, so that means that there's all kinds of information. You might be able to see all the little plates with all the information, so that's nice to do, especially also when you're hiking this with children maybe. So yeah, there is a lot of things along the trail that you can see as well. Exactly 1 kilometer to go. There are Mama Max approaching us. Ravi already spotted them. Hey Max! The official start or ending point of the Rotweinwanderweg. We did it. If you liked our videos, give us a like, subscribe to the channel and notify the alarm bell. And then as always, enjoy the outdoors. We will catch you on the next trail. Thank you for hiking with us. Goodbye. And a big thumbs up for this little guy as well, for completing 40 kilometers. Well done, Ravi. Good boy.